Okay. Yeah, good.
That's good.
Good workout. Because I've got a because
Yeah.
first one is a crotchet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to know.
I don't know why, but now I've got a complex about it. And I often just leave the last page to answer the main
Oh, I'm starting.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Welcome to 4 p.m. My name's Dean Stevenson, and welcome to Mona too, if this is your first time here. Is anyone still here from the festival? You're still here? Ah, Jesus. Wow. Trooper. Absolute trooper. Wow. Hi, everyone. So 4 p.m. has been running here at Mona for some time, and we're quite pleased and proud to be able to present it for its fourth season here. The idea being, as you probably figured out, was I'm at the piano all day writing music, and at this stage the ensemble have not played the piece because I've only just finished writing it, printed it on the stand, and they're looking at it now. So we're going to play it now in front of you and have a little rehearsal. We'll have a chat about how it works. We'll stop and start. We'll talk about it. We'll make some changes. See if you like the changes. See what your opinions are. Ask questions if you want. And that's it. That's what we do. And today's I called today False Mysteries because when I started to write, I thought, oh, this is really complex. This is like heavy, deep. This is crazy. But then I kind of started to figure out the harmonies. Like, no, it's not, dickhead. No, it's not. No, don't fool yourself. But it might sound. Who knows? Who knows? You'll tell me when you hear it what you think it's like. And there's another piece that I wrote last year. I had exactly the same feelings. It's called Celtic Lullaby. I thought we might play that later on today when we finish this one. I thought, oh, this is deep, this is complex. It's like, it's not. It's so not. I heard it and went, oh, fuck, what was I thinking? I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, let's do today. Please welcome the ensemble for today of Phoebe, Miranda, Anna, and Martin. All right. Today is the 456th day. We've been... Nice whistling, yeah, woo! Yes, that's how many days we've showed up and written new music, and we'll talk about the process and all the things about that in a minute. If you can see that screen there, you'll see my score, which I kind of whiz by as we play it. If you can't see that, there is a paper copy here, but don't take it home, I'll need that back. Right, here we go. So, wow, 456. It starts with, it's relatively free. It says adagietto, which is a tempo marking. Let's see what the cello has at the start. right. So what I've done here is like finally that C sharp's coming, which is giving you a sense of kind of key center. But the whole time he's like playing the chord that the 5 chord and other chords that don't let you go home. So it's this sense of like you're breathing in all the time, going, well, where's it going to land? And in that, I tried to give you the which is one melody I thought of this morning, and the other one that little one. So there's these 2 melodies. I thought, well, I've got 2 melodies in mind. Maybe I'll just make them kind of dance together. So that little intro was about trying to introduce both of those things together. And now the job at A, we speed up with some kind of Philip Glassy minor third.
That's quite
Yeah. All right, so let's go from A. B. Where's that melody? So let's have another look. So at letter B, the viola has a B. Let the viola free. Let the viola free. That's the one that has the main line there, as the cello kind of is ascending in a sense.
Who's got the main line at A? Is it Phoebe when she comes in?
Correct.
Yeah.
Bar 2 is Phoebe. Yep.
And so at B, is there a slight tempo change?
No, it's just a little lift. Maybe that lift is just nonsense. So maybe that's the little comma there.
There'll be a little breath.
A little breath, yeah. That's all.
I'll leave the breath.
Yep, same tempo at B. The viola, and then when we get the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth of B, we get those D, ya, B, which is the 3. Second violin's doing trem. Then that's kind of unison together for a few bars. D, ya, B, ya, ba, B, da, into C, back to A tempo.
Yep.
Okay, let's go from A again.
Yep. Marty, could you be a little louder to start with, if you can?
At A?
Yep.
Or at the beginning? You mean at A? Or at
Yeah, at A. No, because I just couldn't. Just the.
Okay, from letter A again. Clever. So, at second bar of C, that beats 3 and 4, unison triplet, D, da, da, and then the 2 before D, same thing, beats 2 and 3, unison triplets, everyone. D, da, da, B, ba, into D.
Okay.
Where we have that same melody but it's harmonised in the violins. If I'm saying anything that doesn't make sense, which is probably most of it, I'll come back to you in a second and you can ask questions. Because don't be mystified. I don't want this to be mystified. It's called false mysteries. Don't let it be confusing to you. Because some of these terms are Italian. We're saying things you don't understand. Maybe you've never seen a live string quartet before. Shit, this is what they look like. This is it. 2 violins, viola and cello. So ask anything you want and we'll try and have a chat about what's going on. And if you're over there,
Are you doing that for the violin one?
as long as you're not leaning on the wall because someone's going to get cross at you, you can come and sit over here because it sounds better in the front. Anyway, up to you.
Doesn't matter about bowing, but that's what they're doing.
Okay. Oh, there's a drinking game too, and now I see them touching. Oh, bugger.
So
There's a
much
4 p.m. drinking game. If you've got a drink in front of you, pick one of the musicians now. Cool. Every time they touch their pencil, you have a drink. Okay? because they write shit on their parts all the time. You're probably just like, I don't know, what we're drawing a glass of bottle of wine or something or other. Or you wrote something better last week, Dean. I don't know what you Miranda wrote something one time and said, play more boring, because I said, not as much vibrato. She said, I could play more boring, which is the biggest fuck you I've ever had written. Okay, where from?
C.
C? Yep, C. Lovely. During the E, there's lots of triplets and it's energetic.
Is it the breath between the third
But then
and the
F
fourth?
is like the last thing that holds you in the air before this lovely thing at H. I say lovely, I wrote it, I can't say that in my own work. But I think it's really nice at H. Here we go, finally something really melodic and pretty.
Perhaps.
Yeah, before the fourth beat.
So like 2 before F, for example, you have 1, 2, ba-da-da, everyone's,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Which is similarly, we did that before as well.
Yep.
2 before D, same thing.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go from?
E maybe?
E again? Yep, E. Let's can I hear from, sorry, let's go from D again.
Yeah.
D,
Yeah.
let's do D. What's going on?
What happens at E? So
Yeah.
where's your E?
At E.
I might have a moving part.
Ba.
Where's your E?
Come in with an accent on beat 2.
Yeah, I did.
Do one.
But-
B.
She's
Da,
got
da,
the
da, da,
crotchet.
da.
She's got the first
Yeah.
crotchet.
Let's just hear it again.
Yeah,
It might
we'll just hear it again.
Actually, maybe, yeah, actually, it says relax, don't relax, maybe, don't relax,
Oh.
maybe, at E, like, yeah, give it like a, don't take that slow way, so, like, B, let's do accent on beat 2. Short one, and accent on beat 2 with the viola.
So we've got
Ga.
triplet together.
So you've got the big accent on beat 1, so you go 1, 2,
Yep.
let's do that.
And then the second bar of E, we all have the triplet across
On
the 2
beats,
beats.
correct, you
So
do have
that's a
them together,
connection.
yes.
That's a good connecting bar there.
Right, they're touching their pencil, they're tucking the fuck out of them. Why, come on, you know. Yeah, right. No one picked me, I'm holding my pencil the whole time. You could be well slaughtered by the end of this. Any questions, any problems? Anyone so far?
I did
No?
slow down.
Yes?
So you wanted it.
Well, it says it in my part.
And he said don't relax.
No, but that's...
Is it a purely
So maybe we'll
egotistical
just keep the
concept?
same team.
That's a great question. No one's asked that before. Okay, so, honest to God, I should have known better when I started. My claim was to Mona, in terms of pitching the idea, what happens, actually no, I'll go back one step further. I pitched it 3 years before they took it. And when I first pitched it was completely egotistical. It was like me in the room, you know, quill and parchment, like look at the fucking great shit I do, I'm amazing, look at the canon of work I will create.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
But then when I came to do it, I changed it to what happens when I, the artist, runs out of ideas, empties the tank. So it became more about watching the process. And I should have known better, because I realised very quickly that there is no empty tank. I had this chat with someone this morning who said, like, what happens when you just don't have any ideas? Well, that's the fear talking. If you have no ideas, you're dead, because your brain's stopped. you've always got an idea. You've always got a really shit idea. Like sometimes it's like I've got a great idea. Other times I'm just thinking about an itch under my armpit and the fact that the carrots didn't grow in the garden and I'm tired and the dog shit on the carpet. Like write that, do that. Like it's the courage to just write any old thing down and then hope that eventually the music kind of gives me some momentum to find something in that. So in that sense, it's not about me, it's about just honouring the process and trying to show process as opposed to being about ego. Good question. Right, let's keep going.
So do you mind if we go from maybe D again?
Yeah, D.
D, great.
And we just won't sort of change tempo to E this time.
Yep.
We just need to consolidate everything at
Yes.
Yes.
3, 4.
G.
We'd already got there.
Sorry. Great. Yeah. Woo. Fuck. All right. Right.
Yes.
Great. From G.
Yep.
With the beat in.
Good beat.
The
Yep. Everyone upbeat.
crotchet in.
Yep.
Oh, shut up.
Let's move it along a little more. Not too much. Yes. Now, sorry. So the M. We might have got a bit out there. So what I've tried to do is have the dee dee da da bing ba ba dee dee da da bing ba ba. This is kind of going hand in hand between viola and cello, between M and 122.
You mean between those two? Not,
Yeah,
not big.
no, just these two. And then at 113 we have the kind of the melody stretch right out, playing in minims down to all the way to N, where we come back in with a be da da ba 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 back at N again.
So how fast do you want K at the andante? I've just, because I think I'm slow, I'm doing the rich into it. I think I just took it too far.
Yeah,
that
so
time.
it's you and cello doing that
Yeah,
dee da
together.
dee da.
So not as much?
dee da. Not
Yeah,
just
it's a
back a tick.
too much.
Not too much. We went back too
Yeah.
much. Can't
I
be too
read it
slow,
as a
otherwise the
dodge.
people fall asleep. I mean, they're drinking so much because you keep touching your fucking pencils. Where does one want to go from?
Jay,
From J.
did you like my chords around there? Were you convinced about the notes?
Where's that? Where?
Well, you can listen to them now.
Okay. A J.
I wasn't convinced.
Oh.
Like third bar of J.
Okay.
It was a loaded question.
Oh, you weren't convinced by what I wrote, or you did better?
I'll try it again and see what you think
Okay.
of what you wrote. Yeah.
Loaded question.
The composer has written what he wants. The violinist is
It might be
revolting. She is revolting.
It's also a little hard to.
Is
Not
it?
playing it.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll go into
Okay.
position.
Isn't that a J? J, please.
It's that one there.
D, should be a D natural.
Against my E.
You've got a D natural. Is this 90? You're talking about 90? 91, sorry, 91.
Do you want to sing C sharp? Maybe. It sounds like it needs to move from the D natural.
There is a. I've got an F natural, C natural.
I'll try. Oh, there is a C natural
Yep.
in 88.
88.
Yeah, this
What?
happens at 88
Oh.
and 91.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same time, same. Yes, okay.
Same.
Yep. The second,
I-
you took
So
the second half
Marty
of
has
the
a C
bar.
natural as well. Oh, great. Did yours sound weird too?
Oh, but you've got playing a B. Yeah, you got to a B, aren't you?
Yes.
That's
How
where
does
it is.
Why
Because
is that a weird?
Yeah.
because we've got a C natural and a B.
And this is 88
Yeah.
and 90.
And because I want that. Maybe this is C sharp then.
I'll try a C sharp.
Okay, you too. Let's do a C sharp in 88.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
we go from J.
J?
J, yep.
3, 4.
Okay, so it's a C sharp.
Yay.
That's beautiful.
I made a mistake. I love mistakes.
Beautiful now.
I love mistakes. You learn more from mistakes than you do anything else. If anything, I say it's like I said before about just what was I saying about all the creative stuff about. You've probably got like
matter when you're
cupboards and drawers, maybe even a garage at home full of stuff you've started and not shown anyone, stuff you're ashamed of. Oh, look at him. Look, I'm sorry, the fuck, I made him cry. I'm sorry. But I think everyone does. Everyone's got workshops, boots of your car, whatever, full of stuff that you either never finished or maybe ideas that you're waiting for the complete idea to arrive before you pick your pen up or your hammer or whatever it is. Or even worse, like you did one thing when you were like maybe, I don't know, 15 or 25 and you did something that was so bloody good. Like you went, I nailed it. I'm not going to try ever again because I don't want to burst my ego bubble about how I got it right once because the next thing I do was bound to be shitter. It's creativity is fun, but I do music. These guys do music. They've been doing music since they were about 6 weeks old. Obviously, look at them. They're very clever. But we've figured out. I think people look at artists. You come in here to look at the Sydney Knoll and you go, wow. But he probably was trying to figure out like his place in the world with crayon in this case. And you might go, if you're an engineer or an economist, you go figuring out your way with crayon. What a fucking stupid idea that is. How do you figure out your place in life with crayon? Well, I figure out my place in life by writing music. I don't know anything about economics or anything, but that's what I do. And I suspect everyone has something in them, whether it be dance or music or drawing landscapes or whatever it is that you do it, you go, oh, I feel so good when I do that. I've figured out something about myself. And that's what I mean about the creative act. If you don't do that thing that you know you like, then you just kind of corrode inside. Anyway, that was a bit preachy, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Where did we get to?
We could try from J again and keep
J?
going.
Cool, let's
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Cool, J.
3, 4.
restating the earlier stuff. Restating the setup. Slow ascending melody half time. And a change of key. What a ridiculous ending that was. Wow. So my want is a beady da da da, a triplet to like kind of winding the mainspring up, just giving you this kind of like
131-ish.
So should I cross out relax at Q?
yeah, cross that out totally. Yeah, get rid of that relax. There's no relaxing.
And then around 105-ish, you've got two random crotchets.
Is Q the same thing as E, like ba?
Yes.
So take out the slur?
Yes. Take out the slur.
Oh,
That's
I was a
right.
little. I was a little bit.
Thank you.
Vague.
What have you got going into
Yeah, the two crotchets.
the last two? Okay.
Yes. So take at letter Q,
Oh, sorry, no, I was not.
Miranda.
Yes.
Q, no slur. Ba.
Yes, sure.
Accent
Same
beat
as-
2. Same with
same as,
viola
E.
and cello. Accent on beat 1.
Oh,
1,
you do
2.
two.
Yeah.
Two down.
Any other questions? Anybody? Has anybody else got anything they want to check in on? You can do that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not us.
Oh, good. What's the difference between an accent and not an accent? So one.
Emphasis.
Yeah.
No, it's just, do you want a demonstration perhaps?
Yes, we do. Yes. So one was in English, one was in French.
There's
So-
no smoothness, or whether it's a consonant to the
Exactly.
sound.
Yeah, like ah or ah. Just an ah. As I said, consonant. Do it one more time. That's accented. That's not. That is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That is how I do it.
Good question. Any other questions?
Demonstration.
No. Good.
Somewhere near the ending again.
Is there a recapitulation of the first violin theme? This person said we use the word recapitulation. Should we define what recapitulation means before we answer your question? Which one? Which theme?
I don't know.
The first dee dee da dum ba dum dum. Not. Yeah, that comes in a few times. Yeah. We from Q we have that, but now from N we have that, but now we're getting toward the end.
Some of us never capitulate.
Should we try from N again?
From N again, yes. Let's hear from N. Let's hear the recapitulation, which is a fancy way of saying play it again, Sam.
So we're on N for
From N.
N for
N for
Not
Nelly.
Marty.
N for Nelly. All right.
Three.
That was me.
middle of the line was just one sharp.
Yeah, that's right.
I did the 4
Oh, the 4-sharp version.
It sounds interesting.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there's tablets.
Oh dear.
And again.
Well, but basically, I meant wrong note. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's getting a bit old. I should develop it now at O. Yeah, by now it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, here's a melody again. No, that's it. Too many times now. That's the dumbest ending ever. Okay, can we get the crotchet beat 1, second last bar? Make that a staccato rather than a tenuto. Get
Second
rid of that.
last bar,
Yeah, yep, second last bar. Yep.
What happens in 140 or somewhere around
What
there?
happens in
Things feel a
140?
bit
I got no
wayward.
idea.
Yeah,
Marty?
it's funny.
What's going on in the...
What's happening in 140?
I have a minim and then a triplet crotchet.
Oh, good. We do. Yeah. Well, somewhere else it feels like there's a
So,
beat missing or something.
what I reckon is, I don't think we need to slow down into Q.
No.
No.
You don't, you're not,
If
no, no,
we
no, no, no,
just-
no,
I've
no slowing
got push
down.
written, yeah.
Yeah,
Was I
but
slowing
we-
down?
yeah,
I've got
just
got
fraction.
nothing.
And then if we just go, just ignore Q as a marking and just go straight in, I think that might just set the tempo.
Okay.
Q and
Yeah, I missed the first bit.
Oh, that
I
was-
caught up with it,
Questions
but
while we're
it
talking
took me a while.
is he talking about us?
Crescendo.
Sometimes
Same
one of the really cool things is we get to the end of the day and like the two extremes can happen. One is we go, shit, like that was really good. For no reason that I can tell you, like I can't say today's going to be a great day.
Ask if we could.
Maybe less than 1% of the time you feel good about a thing. Mostly you just show up and write nonsense. And that's, if you write something nonsense, it's just compost for the next day that might be better. But some days it's truly and utterly shit. It's really chronicle, which is when I was getting to you about the drawers and garages full of stuff. Like you just don't show anymore. Whereas I've made a deal with the Mona Devil to show everything that I write. And sometimes they're just terrible. And I kind of turn around and go, "What do you think? Oh fuck, they're all gone." You know, everyone just goes away because it's so bad. But you know, whatever. Sometimes I blame everything, the why. I blame the Pinot Gris most of the time. Yes, but you know, we've made some albums. Some, you know. This you can get this in the shop. There's 3 albums of downloads in there because this is the 4th season, so there's 3 volumes of kind of, you know, best ofs, if you like, or CDs. But which is kind of cool. You can take them home. You can buy them. They're great. But also,
Try this or
this all the things I'm talking about is kind of summed up in this. This is called 150 First Drafts. For 150 days, sitting here, I kept a journal every day, so I wouldn't leave the building until I'd finished writing about my day, which is not about music, because who gives a shit. It's just like, you know, it's the creative act. There you go, day 33. So it's my notes on what it was like to be here, and just sort of write stuff day after day. And you can get all of the live recordings too through a QR code. There's like 11 hours in the first 150. It's like 30... 45, 50 hours or something, crazy amount of hours now, with the 450 something days. So that's kind of a fun read, just in terms of the diary of a long process of creativity.
yeah.
Do you have questions?
Oh, just
I
a
bet you
few.
do.
Phoebe and I we were thinking, like maybe at the end, or from Q to the end,
Yes.
just a bill rather than going back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
MP. Like,
Got MP in 144.
Yeah,
so
okay.
maybe cutting that out,
Get
and
rid of
not
that.
doing the little diminuendos.
Into
thing,
Q,
like,
sure thing, I
just sort of
agree.
a constant build.
Yep,
And then
yep.
we're thinking we could try crescendoing into P rather than the drop.
Crescendoing to P? Oh yeah?
Like,
Oh yeah, sure.
Try it,
No,
we
good.
could try it both
Yeah, of course.
ways, either doing the drop for real or
Yep.
not, because we weren't really doing it.
Of course. So you're entering P at forte. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do that.
try
Do
it.
that.
Do it.
Okay,
No, we're
great.
doing it. It's
I think it's a great idea.
Dean,
Yep.
I'm going to suggest Arco at 132.
and then not a big
Not
drop.
fortissimo. Yeah.
to help that.
Okay, and are you going to arco at 1, 3, 2? Oh, yeah? Sure thing. Great. Let's do it. Arco means he's going to use his bow rather than use his fingers to pluck.
Everything else is great.
Everything else is great. No, this is good. This is the collaborative effort. This is good. This is good.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yep. Should we go from O just to solidify?
Let's just see if it works. From O.
3, 4.
I should have harmonised it in the second violin.
That's it.
Okay. Right. Right, now we're going to go back to the start and play it from the top in one go. Now you've been waiting, your patience will be rewarded. Thank you so much. If you want to have a chat to me about the recordings, where to put them, or the does anyone play CDs anymore? Jeez, I don't know. There you go, CDs. I should have made cassettes. Like, you kids are all about cassettes now, aren't you? Right. Do you want me here? Okay. Okay, great. This is for you, Diana. Yeah, our dear Diana is going on a big adventure. And here we go. This is day 456.
Takes away Marty. Sorry, I didn't really.
Go again.
Were you queuing me in?
Yep.
I was all set to come in, but then you just.
Oh, sorry. Where do you come?
You guys are both right.
Yeah.
I see. Right. Okay. Sorry.
Is it beat 3 coming out?
She comes on beat 3. Yeah.
Sorry. 6. 8. My bad. Okay. That'll be right.
Let's see if we can get it right.
Right.
I think he did get it right.
We did, but it was the cues were different.
Yeah, go, give more. Phoebe, Miranda, Anna, Martin, Diana. There we go.
Come on, Marty. Sorry to make you do that again.
That was a crazy piece of work, wasn't it? I had no idea. Anyway, there you go. Just notes come out. Tomorrow, a whole new thing altogether. Let's finish with Celtic Lullaby. This is the piece I thought was going to be proper, like, random. Like, this is crazy harmony. And then it sounded like, this is from last year. This is day 361. Again, written in a day here. It was a Monday of July last year, in case you're curious. This is called Celtic Lullaby. They don't need me for this. I'm going to have a glass of wine. This is what happened. I'm really proud of this one. It happens sometimes when you just show up with no idea whatsoever.
And come in.
It's alright, there's stuff in there.
Yeah.
Phoebe, Miranda, Anna, Martin. Yeah. Yay, thank you. That's on that one. You can buy that at the shop. Celtic Lullaby, very nice. But you know, some of them are just crap, and that's okay. I'm okay with crap. Thank you so much. This today, you're not crap at all. You're awesome. This is 4 p.m. for today. My name is Dean. Thank you for being here. This is here until the 1st of October. There's a Patreon page. You can get all of the live audio to your inbox. There's a live stream. There's albums. There's the book. Check in, connect, and have a chat. Come on over. Thank you. Bye.
Will. Yeah. People need sort of half the range.